Throwback Saturday.
Yeah, Spooty. Conduit won. I actually thought it was a later Conduit. I didn't think you were the first Conduit winner, but you are. So all your success you can pretty much chalk up to us. So
yeah, and they're probably the single best all-round racer of the game.
Yeah. All right, 1-1 holster, and we've got Alexis with his patented Cadence with a Bane mask on. Hello. That's a terrible Bane. Sounds more like Deckard Cain for anyone who's ever played Diablo. Yeah, hello, my friend. All right. So both dropping down pretty much the exact same time. A little bit of screen shake over on Alexis's side. Alexis, why?
Gotta love
7
that
bombs.
screen
Use a
shake.
bomb. You can kill dragons faster with bombs. Yeah, Conduit 5. Yep. Pillar Monkey is not... Okay, that's fine. All right, taking his sweet time, Cyber, to get through here. Doesn't take the spear, even though he's got a holster. I don't know. I don't feel like the spear is really that detrimental when all you've got is a base dagger.
I feel like if you have a holster, then you definitely grab it. Like, there's no reason not to.
I mean, I guess you get hung up on enemies sometimes. But it's just a long dagger.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a long dagger. I don't know. I don't think it's too much of a risk. It also gives you a lot more flexibility for throw strats as well. Like, you can throw in deep blues and there's pretty much no issue because you can just swap your other weapon.
Yep, that's true. Or you can throw both for swag.
Mm-hmm.
Having 2 throwables is pretty fun. All right, there it is. Now if we do some RTM... Oh, the RTMP strats! Yes, Cyber.
There you go. There you go.
My boy. I love it. That's, I think, the first time we've seen that. And I'm surprised it hasn't been more. So yeah, Cyber sees that Alexis gets the blood whip and goes, nope, I'm gonna just go for the purple. Of course, gets crap as well. So if anyone dies, go for red next time. Some garbage items.
I think I would rather have the charisma than the whip, because look at that, now he gets this amazing
Wow, that
in Zone
shop,
2.
that 2-2 shop is so good. And now Alexis, I mean, he's doing infinite damage, so that's a thing. But yeah, Alexis now, because he had a weapon, he opts to not do too much farming, and it's all sort of like a butterfly effect kind of thing. Cyber's super charismatic now, yeah. Yeah, I mean, also the charisma was good for buying all the stuff, so did its thing.
Nobody likes the spicy noodles, that's fair. It's a blueberry noodle now, though.
Yeah, he's noodling it up. Cyber is now taking the lead, but
Noodles of noodles.
actually, no, it's about even once again. And the holster strats, anybody gonna throw? Why? Guys, you have holster. See, I mean, I don't mind Alexis's play, but Cyber, you have a holster for a reason. This is why holster is just way overrated. It could have been good, but people forget all the time.
Yep, Alexis getting himself into a bit of trouble as well. Had to drop the beat, so he's not gonna get an item on this boss. He does eventually throw his dagger,
but he retrieves it anyways. You gotta swaggy, just leave it, just for swag.
He's gonna be stuck on this really nasty build for Zone 3.
Yeah, I'm a little bit salty about Cyber there. I really feel like you gotta, if you're gonna get the holster, you gotta use it, man. That's all right. Roncley's mad at Alexis.
That's fair. I can understand that.
I mean, the blueberry whip is okay. It's just not super fast. You're gonna be able to kill a lot of things fast. Oh, the slip and slide down the hole. I love it. That was fun. We all had a good time with that one. Nicely done. All right, Alexis doing some swapping. Wanted to kill that skeleton rider with a dagger instead of a whip for some reason. That's all right. I mean, the whip is scary if you get yourself hung up on some hot coals.
Yeah, so that's exactly the issue with any kind of whip in Zone 3. It's like, well, from Zone 3 onwards. Zone 3, hot coal. Zone 4, goo.
Yep.
Really needs something
Any
else.
of those environmental hazards. Nice little bomber helmet there. Probably bomb himself into that shop there. You can get yourself 700 gold and buy that plate mail pretty easily, Alexis.
With 10 bombs, you gotta start using them.
Yeah, 10 bombs, please, Alexis. Dude. Oh.
Kick him off, staff.
I'm actually really sad right now. He's falling behind, and he could have had a plate mail. And he lost the beat. No, he would have. Although whip is real wonky with death metal. Death metal 3, I mean. You can get yourself in a very bad spot right now. Ah, Alexis, why? Dang, dude. Yeah, that plate was pretty much free.
That kind of went from bad to worse for Alexis the further he got on in Zone 3, unfortunately.
It really came apart. I mean, I don't totally blame him, because you have to remember, guys, comfort is a big factor in this game. How comfortable you're feeling with your build and everything like that. And I guarantee you, he could have felt a little more comfortable if he didn't have a whip the entire time. So I can't be too mad at him.
The plate.
Well, the plate would have helped, but he was actually only at one heart when he got the plate, so he was still 2 shots. But better than being 1 shot.
That's true.
He took the whip. All right. I mean, he did take the whip. The 10 bombs was what I'm sort of getting at. Like, it was like maybe he didn't notice because he was just not comfy with everything that was going on, right? Yeah, it was 700 gold, but it was free in that you're not going to use that gold elsewhere. All right, a little bit of damage. The Ring of Peace should be pretty helpful here, especially going down into 4-3, which is notoriously terrible for a floor just full of enemies. Anyone who's played Aria can attest, or any low percent. 4-3 is just terrible. You usually have a build that makes it less terrible, but if you don't, it's the worst.
Which is kind of the issue on Aria, is that you don't really have,
No.
like, if you're lucky, but, yeah.
Well, you do have a dagger and a potion. So at least that, right?
I think you'll find it's a potato.
The potato.
Aria starts with the potato.
That's good. I like it.
Best workshop mod.
Yep. All right, checking for the. I guess he was going for bombs there. I can't tell. I don't know how many bombs he has. Judging on how many bombs Alexis had, he should Cyber should have a lot of bombs here. Doesn't even matter. He has the blood shovel. I guess he was just looking for something safe, which is what he found.
Yeah.
The old shield spell. Using the glitch here, you'll notice this shield lasts very long, much longer than your classic shield spell. Down goes Alexis again, obviously pushing. He did find that titanium rapier. I wonder if he noticed that Cyber picked it up. All right, sub 8, very nice. GG's. Congrats, Cyber, taking one off Alexis.
Yeah, not really. Not something to stick your nose up at, Alexis, I think.
Wait, what's going on? I don't understand what's wrong with, what did I miss? What did Cyber do that was dumb? Yeah, I don't know. That's okay, GG's. All right, next race is gonna start in a second here. We got quick turnarounds here. Oh, chose to bomb the Necrodancer out. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
That's fair. That's
In
fair.
fact,
That's
he
fair
should have,
criticism.
if he was gonna bomb once, he should have bombed the turnips at the beginning. Like, if you were gonna shovel twice and bomb once, then use your bomb in one of the first 2 shovel positions, right? Because I think you'd still get it. Yeah, you'd bomb it and then dig and then dig, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I think he knew he was far enough ahead. All right. 69 to 23, 747. Good stuff. Race about to begin. Get ready. So 1-0 for Cyber. See if Alexis can bounce back. I mean, it's been so far a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. I mean, Cyber can go quickly, but Alexis, again, probably the more consistent racer from what from what I've seen, he can lay in a 9-minute time solidly and reliably. That might just be the kind of play he has to go for.
Yeah.
To try and take one off a Cyber and just hope the Cyber dies.
All right, so I guess Alexis decided he wants to keep his bomb. Maybe he saw that there was the obsidian flail on the other side, and so has opted to swap to that. Interesting. So he'd rather that than the potion. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, this has lyrics
Sorry,
in it.
what?
I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, Alexis reset to switch back or to switch to the obsidian flail. Like he used his bomb to get the potion, and then decided to swap. That's a glass jaw. That's
Okay.
a glass jaw. All right, swap to that whip. Swap to the whip, then take the phasing shrine, and then swap back to your. Oh. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I was wondering why that sounded different. I'm like, oh. And then, yeah.
Hang on, are these words?
Yeah, there were
And a Necrodancer song?
words in a Necrodancer song. It's a great song. It's just hard to have words and commentary at the same time. We could have all just stopped for the length of the song. I
Just make the racist
mean,
pause.
that's a 10 damage dagger if you want it. Why aren't you? Oh, you can't afford it. Oh my god, the damage.
Oh my god.
He could have had a 20 damage dagger.
I mean, he could have killed the shopkeeper. He has a flail and a fireball.
That is true. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, keeping the potion wasn't the worst idea. I think taking the jaw was the worst idea, and he definitely could have gotten off the jaw with that phasing shrine, because there was a whip there, which he could have ditched. But that's okay. It can be hard to notice these things sometimes. Ring of Shielding's nice.
He's gonna need it.
He's gonna need it, so that's nice. Protects him a little bit. No 20 damage feels bad, man. It's true. I mean, he does have 6 damage right now, which is quite nice. Definitely better than the 3 damage we're seeing for Cyber. I mean, he could have swapped everything to glass just there, if he wanted to.
Could have done.
I mean,
if you're already running, if you've already got glass jaw, then why not?
You get yourself a glass torch, might be good, except for maybe not having the Nazar charm. I don't know.
I really disagree with Alexis. He goes through that shop and he sees a transmute scroll there for 150 gold, which he can buy, and there's 2 other items in that shop you probably don't really want. You might as well buy the scroll and transmute them.
Yeah.
You still have your fireball, so you can kill the shopkeeper if it's stuff that you want.
Also,
and
you're
running
kill the shopkeeper for the helmet.
For the
maybe?
crit and greed, yeah.
Any way to not have the glass jaw. I mean, glass jaw is the least safe item you can have in this game. But we've seen it already so much in these showcases. It's kind of ridiculous.
God only knows why.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, from our perspective here in the booth, it really just seems like a bad plan. I don't know. I mean, at least he's got that ring of shielding now. I don't know. Don't take anything. There's nothing that good there. Bomb spell. I guess not having any bomb spell's good. Now, he's still a long ways away from Cyber, who's making great pace here on a very minimal build. All that obsidian. Oh baby, the mop. Let's go. Now the mop is a little bit worse in zone 4, but not that much worse. It's just kind of bad with the Blade Masters.
Ideally, you're gonna want some boots.
Oh, nice. No bombs. Gets himself a blood shovel. That shop was delicious. What a nice shop. Thanks, shopkeep. As you can see, Blade Masters are very confusing with flails. Oh, Cyber, I'm sorry. And some no. Probably was looking for glass armor there. Did not find it. Certainly the mop makes golems pretty trivial, though, which is also quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't have to worry too much about you. You still have to be aware in case you land yourself in a nasty situation. But being able to get rid of those guys in 2 hits is really nice.
Absolutely. Nice saving beats there, couraging into that bomb. It's not going to do any damage if you just kill the guy, so nice job. Alexis is... What? Wait, what? What's happening? Why did he bomb that? Was that a fat finger?
I'm not sure.
He just kind of bombed a bounce trap. I don't understand. What are you talking about, Spoonie? I don't even understand. Out of context. You know what Alexis probably would want right now? Just gonna float this out there.
What would that be?
A potion. Remember that thing he had at the beginning of the game? Potions make glass jaws so much safer.
I mean, I think he would just rather have any other bit of headgear in the entire game.
This is also true. Unfortunately, I think the glass jaw is slowing him down because he has to be so safe in his play. And that build for Cyber, oh, delicious. Swaps out the obsidian flail for a dagger of phasing.
Look at that! The double kill on the enemies there thanks to the
It's
phasing,
so good.
dagger phasing, courage, and the bits of pain.
It's so
Oh.
Oh no! Unbelievable!
Bounce traps, why?
That build, so good. Is this gonna happen? Is Alexis gonna finish a glass jaw run for the win? I was just saying how nice of a build that was, and then you had to take it away. Why Necro Gods? Why Ryan Clark? Why?
Ryan, why have you done this to us?
Oh, Cyber's a good boy. He doesn't deserve this.
He doesn't deserve this.
Not like this. Oh, that's so sad.
Is he gonna get some?
Nope, no glass
No.
armor. You could bond the shopkeeper for another glass jaw. Decides to go for a obsidian rapier or a glass rapier. There's that delicious shop though.
Oh man.
I
Okay,
would
so
take
finally
that
off
blood
the glass
shovel.
jaw.
100% take the blood shovel.
Yeah, you've got it. You've got it.
Because you don't
There's
have
no reason
bombs,
to
you
not.
want to minimize spawns. You don't want to have a spooky Necrodancer fight. And that's a good way to do it. There you go. Good call.
Oh, that death for
Yes.
Cyber just so painful. Played that seed so well and then got an incredible combo and then just got dunked because of a bounce trap in the end.
Yeah, that bounce trap warlock, it's like pretty simple. But it's, you know, these
can
things
get you.
happen. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah, of course, the Crown of Thorns swaps out the glass jaw. So Lex is in a much better place now. Although he might rather have, well, I guess, what did he have? An obsidian flail? It's not great
Flail.
for, yeah, it's not great for zone 4, so.
I think I would rather have the flail than the glass rapier, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it works for some people. Don't get yourself trapped in that shop. Well, I guess he could dig out as well as he does have a bomb. But the wind statue at the end of the shop can always be a little spooky. Sometimes you don't realize, and then, surprise, this is your life now.
Say, hey, you gotta dig your way out. Hope you got enough health.
Man, you know, even a base shovel should be able to dig gold walls, but it should take like 20 beats. Like you're just chipping away at this. Like the shopkeeper's like, what are you doing, man? And you're just like, ding, 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 ding. Eventually. Although I guess that would kind of break the Necrodancer fight a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
All right,
the
Cyber just
the music
tanking that.
syncing up for Alexis' next level.
Nice.
Nice. That's always nice when that happens.
Yeah. A lot of goo here.
You gotta love natural goo.
I can hear Jack of Games screaming in the distance.
I can hear Spooty screaming in the distance.
You can hear any of the top tier players screaming in the distance.
Anyone who plays this game at basically any kind of level,
Yeah.
just
Wow, look at that shop too. These shops have been on point. Like, oh, you need more
that's nice.
good stuff? Okay, here you go. Nice fireball. Take that. I bet you that sarcophagus didn't even know it hit it. Because sarcophagi are sentient boxes. Sit there thinking about their miserable existence.
Sarcophagi are sentient boxes. You heard it here first, folks.
Supplies. All right. Nice flail strats here by Cyber, but he is pretty behind right now. Unfortunately, that death. Now he is sub 4 minutes going into zone 4. Pretty decent time. Gets himself the mop again.
Yeah, he's doing really well to play catch up here. It's going to be too little too late, I think, though.
Yeah.
We'll need to see what happens to Alexis. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure Alexis will just be totally fine. No commentator curse or anything.
No, we have never ever cursed anyone in the history of either of our commentary careers.
No, that's not a thing that we do. Oh no, definitely didn't want that bomb to go off there. Necrodancer just released like 4 different enemies. This is not the fastest Necrodancer fight I've ever seen.
One of the spookiest though.
Yeah, that was spooky as Dorian now doesn't have a weapon. I hope he realizes. Oh, down goes Cyber. I think he got wall pigged there. And the lure strats have gone right out the window. Now it's just chase the Necrodancer.
Please get him.
But he got him. GG's. 11:30. Alexis ties it up. All right.
Ties it up at 1. So a point on the board for Alexis. Against someone like Cyber, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
Alexis must be really happy with this. It's a tricky matchup to look at and kind of gauge how you're going to do, just because Cyber can go so fast. Cyber with the dot lol in the race chat.
Yeah, I see that. I gotta say, looking at the EU lineup, I can pull up the stats real quick here so you guys can see it as well. That EU lineup, it's a pretty open field. I mean, Steak is probably the heavy favorite there in terms of taking number 1, but remember, top 3 all move on, and that field is good. It's a good set of racers there, so it's gonna be a real fight for that 2nd and 3rd place. And who knows? You know, Steak has been known to be a risky racer.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see. I think if I was a betting man, I think my money would probably be on Steak finishing top, and then any of Hyena, Tough, Blue, Cyber, and Heartbeat.
I'm just waiting for you to list everybody but one person.
Well, I didn't list 2, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. There you go. Good job. Feeling bad, man.
I was only mean to 2 people.
Sorry, did I put it up for only a split second? No, we got the race about to start. I'll bring it up after this race. You guys can take a look. Or you can just look here. I can't spell schedule.
Off and running.
There we go. That took me way too long to type. All right. Even with my fancy keyboard. So we are off and running. It's like we got ourselves nothing. A whole lot of nothing so far. Oh, did we just see it? No, okay. I was going to say maybe we just saw Cyber seeing what was in that trap room there and opting not to go in it. A lot of enemy avoidance here. Gonna have a pile of guys after you. Luckily, it's 1-1, so, you know, they're crappy enemies and it's slow beat, but can be spooky.
Can be, like, zone 1 is so often just, it can be, it can just be totally awful. 1-3 more than the other floors, but every now and then you're gonna get a 1-2, and sometimes a 1-1, which is just determined to make your life a misery.
Yeah. Should point out, based on stuff I'm reading in chat here, yeah, the Mars division was going to be the Asian division, but we didn't quite get enough Asian racers, and we, instead of cutting people, we decided to have another division that, it was sort of the decision, the 4 divisions was decided before we decided who was in them. We tried to keep West, East, and Europe kind of those groups. But we did have extras in each of the other divisions, so we sort of made a mishmash and then jumbled people around to try and make it as even as possible, and also to try and pick people who maybe are a little more flexible in scheduling their schedules, because it might be a little bit more difficult in the Mars division since it has Japanese, European, and American. Yeah. So that was the rationale behind all that. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I've actually said that on a stream yet, but, you know. Now, see, Alexis here, yeah, you got to check the barrel first. Oof, coupon.
Coupon.
That actually gives him enough. I think he didn't check the barrel first. I think he went in and realized he couldn't afford it. And actually, the exact same thing for Cyber. This time, though, Cyber goes for a ring instead. I'm gonna go with. I think I like Alexis's pickup a little better. Although
a little bit, yeah.
We're gonna see what happens here in the black chest. We'll see what Cyber gets.
Yeah, exactly. So for anyone unaware, we are running a mod that bans the lucky charm. So the only way you can increase your luck stat is via the Ring of Luck. I think this is the first time we'll see it in a race. Oh, Cyber gonna just fully reset after getting hit on death metal.
Don't mind that idea. I mean, I kind of mind that idea because now he is, you know, almost 3 minutes behind. But he was gonna have no weapons. Actually, no. I disagree with that choice. I think kill death metal.
I think you just gotta
keep
tough it
going
out.
because he would have gotten a titanium cat on the next floor.
Yeah. I don't think he
know
can
that,
see
but
that you would have got that. But, like, you got to bank, you know, your Zone 2 shops are generally pretty nice. There's going to be some kind of weapon in there at some point, or you're just going to find one because Zone 2 just has so much stuff.
Yeah, Zone 2 is a good place to get a build going. Oh,
exactly.
speaking of which, potion
that.
and plate mail. Oh, I'd be so sad if I was Cyber right now. He would basically have the exact same build as Alexis if he just continued.
Yeah, that one must sting a little bit for Cyber.
Yeah, that was probably a misplay. That's too bad.
Yeah, a zone and 2 floors
this,
behind.
Yeah, this does make this race a little bit less close than I'd like to see, but anything can happen, and of course does happen quite often. We've seen some pretty brutal deaths. I was saying yesterday, and I'll reiterate it because I think it's an important point. When we first started Condor, a lot of the races had a lot of deaths. And then we saw that slowly reduce as people got better and better at racing and they stopped dying so much. But then people started pushing the strats and going faster and faster and faster. And then we've started to see the deaths increase again. And I feel like the deaths are coming back, which is pretty interesting. Just sort of how the meta has been shifting over time. And we'll see what Cyber decides to go for here. As he opens up that blue shop. He knows it's not going to be a good ring, and the weapon is a glass flail. He does take the glass flail. He could coupon to go get something new.
He's gonna. We'll need to see.
What's he gonna get?
Maybe?
Armor. Interesting.
Sitting armor, that's not too bad.
I don't know if I like that idea. You got to go fast. Armor is not exactly what you need for speed. Maybe boots. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he could have gotten two.
Oh, dear.
Getting hit again. Oh, he's mad. I don't
Definitely
blame him.
just got to keep going this time.
Yeah, you cannot
really
reset.
can't fall any further behind.
No.
Because Alexis.
Ooh, Alexis though got hit by a ice elemental. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Pro gaming with Ed. If you were to do it again, probably the best thing would be to double ring and see what happens.
Yeah, well, yeah, like if he doesn't know what the weapon was, or if he wouldn't have been happy with it, I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like he knew what the weapon was
got.
based on the screen watching that these guys have been doing, but it's hard to say.
That was really
I can
nice
see
from
what you're
Cyber.
saying, Ron. Yeah, he was hoping for an Alexis death and just build up a safe build. I feel like he could have made back the time. I feel like it wasn't over then, but it might be now.
Yeah, possibly. We'll need to see whether Alexis. I think if I'm Alexis, I'm. I don't know. Do I bomb for this ringer regen? He's going to.
I
He's
would.
just gonna have a
Your
slower
ring's not
neck
doing you
after
any
fight.
favors, and you might as well get the extra health out of it, right? And also, you've
that's
got
true.
the two best spells to have a ring of regen with, so I mean
is
that's
true,
also
that's very
really
true.
good. That's sort of
Gonna
my
have a
Jack of
slow
Games
neck
strats,
right?
I think of, where you just, just use spells like crazy because you've got the ring of regen. Of course, he can't right now because he doesn't actually have the extra health, and he's probably going to want to hang on to that potion so you don't get one shot or almost one shot by enemies. Hard to get one shot when you have a plate mail, but that dead ringer does a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to get hit by him. He could have stopped at the two best spells. This is true.
Yep, that's also true. Although Fireball has a very, very strong place in this game.
It does. I think it is just slightly below freeze and shield though.
I would actually, you
'cause-
know what? I'm gonna go on record and say I would put freeze, then fire, then shield. Shield's good, but and you know what? Come to think of it, I know people who would actually put shield higher than freeze, just because you can still like you have enemies moving. Because when you freeze, you kind of set up a whole bunch of little walls. So having freeze can be a real problem. But
I guess
I think
but with
Fireball's really good,
shields, you can
especially
just get
since
surrounded.
you can since it's so cheap, the blood magic, and you can just like kill dragons like super easy and stuff like that. Shield gives teleports. There's an argument to be made. That's for sure. Makes bosses trivial. That's also a really good point. There's Shield doing its thing.
Oh, there's a Telemonkey.
That was a Telemonkey. But yeah, he can still use his shield or his freeze. This is going to be a bit of a slow 4-3.
Yeah, and you got look at Cyber on the zone 3 boss. About
Yeah,
to jump down onto
Cyber going
4-1
fast.
with a really nice build as
Yep.
well. Obsidian
Look at
armor
those-
and cat.
Look at those heart containers as well.
Exactly, he's in a really
He's
nice
really
position.
not that far back considering. But
Alexis,
that's also
with
part
that
of the
slow
reason
ne-
why I suggested that, you know, you don't go for armor, you go for something fast, because he could still gain back the time when he was... Oh, this is going to hurt, though.
This is bad. Okay.
He's fine, but
No
he could have got
problem.
goose stomped pretty easily. Alexis onto his Necrodancer fight, swaps over to health spell. That's fine.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
getting
have a
rid of
slow
freeze.
Necrodancer
Oh
fight.
my god, these teleports for Cyber. Getting rid of freeze going to the Necrodancer makes total sense. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
it does
You're
have
not
a place,
really
but
gonna
it's not
use
gonna. Yeah, it's not that useful. All right.
Certainly not as useful as having the shield spell, and then if you need it, you can just use the heal spell maybe to get a little health if you do end up taking a hit.
I gotta say, shoutouts to Cyber for these cat strats. He is really pushing with the cat, and he is showing just how skilled he is. And again, with so little time playing the game, he is really skilled. It kind of reminds me of Ognos a little bit, where Ognos, it's like, he doesn't stream this game much, but when he plays it, it's like, whoa, where's all this skill coming from? He's so good.
Yeah, you can get some. Ognos can get some pretty quick times. He dies a fair bit. Like he's very similar to Cyber in that regard.
Yeah.
You know, not the most consistent player in the world, but when they get a fast time, it's generally pretty
look
quick.
at the timers, and Cyber is on the Necrodancer fight. Cyber is really pushing here. Now, unfortunately, that is GG, but my goodness, did Cyber ever have some catch up there?
Yeah, you really got to take. You got a little golf clap
Yeah,
to Cyber
golf
there.
clap
That was
indeed.
really well done to play catch up, and you know, he so close behind. It just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, so after that death in the first round, Cyber takes it, and then Alexis takes 2 in a row afterwards, answering back, not wanting to go down. And yeah, Cyber's gonna finish this one out, and it's gonna be a solid time. GG's indeed. All right, and a dot done from Cyber. That was a close race. That was within like 30 seconds, 35 seconds. Dang.
Yeah.
What a race.
Pretty good. Pretty
Very
damn
nice.
good.